Welcome, friends. Today I'd like to share with you a quick and easy technique to help relieve shoulder tension. Let's start by just noticing some of that shoulder tension that you may have, and maybe you feel it really clearly on one side or the other. But a lot of times we work really hard to kind of get that tension out by sticking an elbow or our fingertips, and that can feel really good to our nervous system because sometimes I think that we change the channel of what the body's been feeling. And so any kind of tactile pressure or compression or change in that tissue quality can help change how our brain is feeling about that. And I think we have to think about, does that really solve the issue? Or does that really help in relieving some of our tension? Maybe it does. Another trick or tip that you might try is trying to engage or tense up that muscle even more. And the reason for that is we want to show the body what it's already doing. If we can help the body see where it is, then a lot of times there's a self-recognition that happens, and then the body can self-correct. Sometimes I think of it just like that, like a pendulum. If our body is tight over here and really loose over here, and somewhere in the happy medium, we want to hang out, because sometimes we want to be a little looser and sometimes we want to be a little tighter, depending on what our needs are for what we're doing in the world. But the body can get stuck in that pattern. And so let's pull it up a little bit more into its tension pattern in the hopes that it can swing out. And remember that it has choices of all kinds of tones or tightness or looseness that it can have. Let's tighten up that shoulder more then. So if your shoulder is tight, you can squeeze it, you can pull it up, you can even hold under the elbow to tighten that shoulder even more or support it here, or just simply squeeze it up by your ear. So let's do that. And what I'm doing is I'm feeling the buildup of tension come into my right shoulder here. And I'm simply listening to that buildup, allowing my brain to feel what's happening and notice it. It actually makes me want to kind of scrunch up my face and tense a little bit more. Ooh, feels so good up here. And then listen and wait until it feels like the crest of a wave coming up and over. Woo! And then you just have to release it. And for me, I wanted to do a little bit of a shake afterwards. Maybe you want to bounce your body or give it a little wiggle and simply notice if that helped to soften the tone of that tight shoulder. And then, of course, we want to do it again on the other side. Again, check out what is good for your body in terms of feeling that compression or the tension increase a little bit. So tighten it up more. Use your head and neck to help you, holding that position. And if you feel like there's no movement in it, then give it a little bit of movement. Like, hey, body, do you feel this compression happening here? Hold that. Take a big inhale maybe at the top, and then exhale, ooh, let it all go. You could, of course, do both shoulders at the same time, give both shoulders a little shrug. I like to pull my neck and head back because I feel a little more tension in the back of my neck. Hold that for maybe it's 10 seconds, maybe it's 30 seconds, however long it feels in your body that is swelling, that there's a feeling of the wave coming up and up and up. And then when you're ready, woo, big exhale, let those shoulders go, give them a wiggle, and see if that helped alleviate or soften just a little bit that shoulder tension. Thanks for exploring with me today. Enjoy.